Thank you so much. My name is Miss Greenleaf, and this is the Ahern Jazz Band. The Jazz Band is actually an after-school activity, a club we have on Tuesdays after school, where students that are in the band, orchestra, chorus program can learn a little bit about the idiom of jazz, and more importantly, learn about the style of music called improvisation, where students are free to make up their own music with a couple of guidelines. So what you just saw from three of our amazing students was completely improvised, so made up based on some chords and scales we spend time learning in class. The Jazz Band's a really unique group here at the Ahern Middle School because you can join with any instrument. You might see we have bass, guitar, piano, tuba, viola. We accept any instrument in the Jazz Band. It does not have to be a jazz instrument to learn the idiom of jazz. And if any of you out there are interested in learning jazz, we have plenty of space open in the Jazz Band if you want to come and check us out. We rehearse Tuesdays until 3:30. Take the late bus, get picked up, whatever you need to do. Cool. So anyway, we have 2 more songs to play for you, so I'm going to stop talking and get to it. Our next song is called Night Cruiser, and it will feature one of our trombonists, Will. I'm going to invite Miss Hussey out here. Miss Hussey and I also, we co-teach the Jazz Band. We're super lucky to have both of us there to work with the students. And Miss Hussey's going to come out, and we're going to play Night Cruiser for you. So for our last song, we're going to play a tune called Fat Burger. You're going to hear from many more soloists in this song who will come on up to the mic, and after they solo, feel free to give them a little bit of applause. Thank you all for coming out to listen to us tonight. This is Fat Burger. I hope you enjoy. That was Liam on bass saxophone. Then we had Ethan on trumpet, Tom on the keys, Raj on the guitar, Charbel on the trumpet, Logan on the flute, and Will on the trombone soloing. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Stick around for the rest of our concert. Thank you so much. It's me again, Miss Greenleaf. And this is the 7th grade orchestra. And I love teaching orchestra here at the Ahern Middle School. It's such a fun class to teach. And in 7th grade, we do a little bit more complex music. We're learning a little bit more about our instruments, some different bow techniques, some vibrato. So if you see any wiggly fingers out there, that's on purpose, I promise. And we're learning a little bit more complex rhythms and some more independent playing. So we have 2 more songs for you. The next one is called Out of the Winter. And even though we're still in the winter, we're hoping that this song can maybe give us a glimpse of spring. But the song is actually composed in a major and a minor key, major sounding like spring and minor sounding like winter. So hopefully maybe you can hear, if we do our job well, what part of the song might be like icicles and snow, and what part of the song might be flowers and pretty trees. So that'll be our next song. And then we'll actually close with one of my most favorite songs. It's called Joust, and it depicts an old medieval style jousting battle. Jousting battles were actually really an important part of history, weirdly enough, but it's one of the things that promoted large like sports arenas. So like we wouldn't probably have football if we didn't actually have jousting back in the day. And the battle is between our high and low strings, so I'm hoping you can kind of hear a little bit of that in our last piece, Joust. So thank you very much, and the 7th grade orchestra.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. My name is Mr. Glynn, and I teach along with Ms. Hussey the 7th grade band, among some other things here in Foxborough. First of all, thank you so much for coming and for supporting your child's music education, as well as their general education. And just by showing up here and being in the audience, you're really showing your love and support of them. So thank you very much. Students, make sure you thank your folks and your families for coming here. They don't have to, and they're here, so be very gracious to them, please. Thank you. Also, I just wanted to talk very briefly about kind of where we're at in our instrumental music curriculum. And I think Ms. Greenleaf was kind of alluding to some of these things as well with orchestra. So typically in 5th grade, our goal is, that's typically our first year students for most. We're just like learning how to hold the instrument, how to like blow correctly into it, how to use your fingers, your lips, your tongue, like all of these things, which is just a really physical sort of thing to learn and task to master. And then in the 2nd year, typically 6th grade for our students, we start to expand that. We start to try to play louder, play softer, play faster, play slower, play higher notes, and play lower notes. And that's really the main focus of our 2nd year. Here in 7th grade, which is typically our 3rd year, now we try to take these skills and add some musical expressiveness to it, where we can maybe speed up or slow down or change tempos in the middle of a piece of music, where we can hopefully tell stories and try to create images just by the sounds that we're making through the music that we're playing. So the first piece we just played is called American Spirit March. It's a very standard march, which is kind of like our bread and butter in the band music world. It's very militaristic and should be played very precise throughout the whole thing, so it's an important sort of starting point for us to learn different styles when we play. The next 2 pieces you're going to hear, one is called Castles and Dragons. Hopefully we sort of create an image in our minds of what castles and dragons might be by using all of the elements that we've been learning over the last 2.5 years. And then we'll end it with a piece called Celtic Ahern Dance. Thank you again so much for coming, and I'm now going to turn it over to our co-teacher in this group, Miss Erin Hussey.
For our last tune, you're going to hear us play a song called Celtic Air and Dance. That's going to feature a beautiful slow section and a lively fast section after. And we just wanted to thank you all for coming out tonight and for supporting these amazing musicians in their musical endeavors. So thank you so much.